Hello everybody, my name is Oliver Walls and welcome to another video. Yesterday I put out a reaction video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But today I will be doing a EFL Championship prediction video for this weekend's fixtures. We had some interesting fixtures over last weekend and scores, but I'm hoping this weekend will prove some better fixtures for teams that need to pick up points. So we're going to start off with the game at the City Ground, Nottingham Forest against Derby County. Like I said in my last prediction, in my reaction video, like I said, Forest did have their last home game postponed due to waterlogged pitch against my team Reading, when I travelled all the way up there only to be found out that it was postponed. And before that, Forest had lost in 3. But then they came on the winning run against Luton Town, and they're up against a Derby County side who haven't really pushed to what you think they should be pushing to ever since Frank Lampard left to go to Chelsea and Philip Cocu came in. But the way I've seen Forest play this season, over what I've watched, I really think that they will get all 3 points against Derby County. I wouldn't say it'd be an easy game, but I will see Forest take some points away from Derby. So I see Nottingham Forest probably winning this game 2-1. I'd like to see Derby get a point, but I can see Forest winning this game by 2-1. Up next, we have Barnsley against Stoke, which is a really tough game for both teams, especially where they are in the table, Barnsley being 23rd, Stoke being 24th. One of these teams really needs to start picking up points if they want to survive in the Championship this season. And I saw Stoke play yesterday against West Bromwich Albion. They were obviously out of manager. Rory Delap had to take over as caretaker manager. It wasn't really they didn't really play the best. Obviously going down 1-0 after 8 minutes. And then obviously conceding the penalty, which Robson Kanu calmly put into the bottom corner. But then again, I don't really see much in this game. The way Barnsley played, at Bristol City, I could see them take something from this, but I don't really see either team winning this, to be fair. If it was, I could see it being a very scrappy game from both sides, but I don't see a winner in this game. So I'm probably going to see Barnsley versus Stoke 1. I'm probably going to say 1-1. And if you want to join in with the score predictions, all you got to do, write your comments down below. And if you get a score prediction right over the weekend, I will try and put it into my video next week. And I'll probably, if I have time, may get someone else to do the reaction video with me, or I'll see another prediction video with someone that I know is, well, a Championship fan. So next up, we go to Birmingham City. They take on Fulham, who obviously at the weekend played appalling. They were beaten by 3-0 by Hull City. And you'd think the way Fulham played, they would take something from that game, especially being at home. It's not a tough place to go, It's a tough place to go, Craven Cottage. But Fulham, after losing 3-0, I think and I hope they bounce back, because they're a really good side and deserve to be back in the top 6. I hope they bounce back, and they're against the Birmingham City side, who haven't really played well. Birmingham City, obviously losing. I think they lost. Yeah, losing the last game 4-2 to Cardiff City. They haven't really done that well since losing that game. Obviously, I gave Sunčić goal of the weekend, which it was. Fantastic goal. But I really see Fulham coming out at this with 3 points. So I'm going to give Fulham a 2-0 away victory. And I'd like to say, I had a comment earlier. I'm sorry about it. It was late at night last night, so that's why I was so quiet and you couldn't hear me. But the Jordan Mabita goal, I put it was from a cross. It wasn't. It was from a throw-in. Header from Miazga back over to him. I'm sorry about that. It was really late at night, and I was too tired. But anyway, we now go to Hull City, who obviously knocked them off 3-0. They take our West Brom side, who've only lost once this season. And that was right at the beginning of the season. And West Brom, since Slaven Bilic come in, have been absolutely superb. Obviously losing in the playoff semi-final last year to Aston Villa. But I really see them trying, and I see them going up this season. They're against Hull City team. Obviously won that game 3-0. But I don't see Hull City winning this game, to be honest. I see West Brom winning this game. I'm probably going to say 2-1. If the Hull City played the way they did against Fulham on Saturday, I really see them. They could nick a point against West Brom, but I think West Brom will win 2-1. But Slaven Bilic, what a fantastic job he's made. And then Leeds United, they take on Blackburn Rovers. Leeds as well, they started the season quite nicely, sitting around the top 6. Only a point separates them and top and obviously 6th. But I do see Leeds United coming away against Blackburn with all 3 points. The way Blackburn played on Saturday, against Sheffield Wednesday, obviously with the 90th minute goal, the 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. It wasn't the most interesting game, but I do see Leeds coming out with all 3 points. So I'm going to give all 3 points to Leeds, and I think they'll win this game comfortably 2-0. And then we have a London derby, Millwall against Charlton Athletic. Obviously I saw Millwall play on Saturday because they were at home, they were away to Reading, and they actually played pretty well in the second half. The first half they didn't play that well, obviously going 2-0 down. They were sloppy, scrappy, kept giving balls away in the final third, and in the box they were poorly defending. But against a Charlton side who have really slipped, they obviously lost at the weekend 1-0 to Preston North End, which is a good win for Preston, I'm going to put it out there. They've really slipped. At the beginning of the season they were looking comfortable and favourites to become, promotion chase winner players, but they slipped down really, and Millwall as well. They've really slipped down. And Gary Rowett, he did a good job, must say. He did a good job with Millwall on Saturday, and I really think that I don't see too much in this. I'm gonna say this is going to end 1-1. I'd like to see Millwall get points. Gary Rowett is a fantastic manager. He was on Reading shortlist before Mark Bowen came in charge, and I would have liked to see him manage our club, but he's been a fantastic manager, and I really like to see Millwall get 3 points from this game, but I can only see it going one way, and that's going to be a draw. So I'm going to say 1-1 between Millwall and Charlton. Next up, a big game at the top and the bottom of the Championship between these two sides. Preston North End at home at Deepdale, they take on Huddersfield Town. And Preston North End, I'll tell you this now, I did not expect 1 minute at the beginning of the season, expect Preston North End to be where they are right now. I saw them being around that area, top 6, maybe 7th, 8th, but I didn't expect them to be second in the Championship. Alex Neil's done a fantastic job, and Alex Neil is one of the only managers that I actually like. I don't have many opinions on managers because some of them don't do as well as you think you should, but Alex Neil's done a fantastic job. He's one of my favourite managers in the Championship at the moment. And obviously when they played Reading at home and they played Reading away at Madejski, they obviously lost that game by a goal to nil in the 98th minute. Listening to what Alex Neil said in his interview, they were right. They didn't deserve to win. They didn't deserve to lose. Didn't deserve to win, didn't deserve to lose. A point was fair, in my opinion, as well. But roughly, they didn't play well. But that's probably the worst according to Alex Neil, it's probably the worst they have played all season. And you don't need to play well to win points, as everyone knows. You don't need to play well to win points, as everyone knows. But they're up against a Huddersfield Town side who have picked up recently. They've what was it 19 something like 15 points they've picked up in 9 games from Danny Cowley and his brother since they've come in, and they really started to pick form up. Obviously at the beginning I was surprised they were actually battling relegation in the Championship since coming down from the Premier League, but I think maybe their unbeaten run will come to an end this weekend. I can't see anyone stopping Preston North End at the moment. The form they've been on, yeah, they only won 1-0 at Charlton from a penalty spot, but that doesn't mean how they've been poor. I don't see anyone stopping Huddersfield, and I can see Preston really going to work against Huddersfield Town. I really see Preston. I think they're going to win this game 3-1. Alex Neil is going to be more than happy if he can see his team beat Huddersfield Town. And then QPR, they go to Middlesbrough. Well, QPR face Middlesbrough at Loftus Road, and let's talk about this. Mark Warburton, since becoming QPR manager, they've played alright at the start of the season. They played alright. I think they won like 4 out their opening 6 games, and drawn 1. They played alright, and then they kept going with wins and draws. They did lose a game. I think it was against West Bromwich, and then after West Brom, and then they won a game. And then once they came to Reading at home at QPR, they drew 2-2, and their form literally dipped. Their form dipped when they played Reading at QPR. Yeah, what was it? They lost to Leeds on Saturday. The form kind of dipped. Obviously, drawing with Reading, losing to Leeds United, and then also what was it? They also lost to Brentford, so they haven't won. They lost 3-1 to Brentford, so they haven't won in 3 QPR. So they have really dipped. But they're up against. I could see them taking a point from this because they're up against the Middlesbrough side. They've only won twice this season. Since Jonathan Woodgate came in, you'd think that Middlesbrough should not be where they are now. With the players they have, like Saville, Assombalonga, the players they have, they really shouldn't be where they are right now. And that's sitting in 22nd on 12 points with only 2 wins. And they're against a QPR side where I think QPR should come back into form. I see them beating Middlesbrough easily, comfortably 2-0. But I must say, if Middlesbrough don't get anything from QPR, I think it's time for Jonathan Woodgate to go. He's not really been the manager you'd think that Middlesbrough should have had, because you'd see Middlesbrough side right up there in the top 6, maybe 7th or 8th, right around that area, but they're not really anywhere that far. But if they do lose this game, I could possibly see some damage doing to Middlesbrough, and Jonathan Woodgate could be heading out, in my opinion. And then we go to my team, Reading. They take on Luton Town in a big game at the bottom of the Championship as well. Only 2 points separate Reading and Luton, 19th to 21st. Before Mark Bowen came in, Luton were like 3 points above Reading, but now it's the other way round. And like I said in my video yesterday, I wasn't comfortable. I felt uncomfortable with Reading's new manager, Mark Bowen. He'd never managed a game in his life before. He was caretaker manager. He was our sporting director, and I was very worried what something was going to happen. But in these last 3 games, we've actually played pretty well, bringing back Sam Baldock, who scored 2 and 2 now. Gareth McCleary got an assist at QPR. You know, that 98th minute winner by Matt Miazga. If we can get points at Luton, I'm hoping we can get points at Luton, so it's not just a blip like it was at the start of the season when we beat Cardiff 3-0, and then we drew West Brom, and then we beat Huddersfield, and after that we lost like 7 in a row. I really hope it's not a blip like that. But Mark Bowen come back in charge, 7 points from 9, 7 points in 3 games, No other manager in Reading has done that since I think I've read it as 1996. It's the last time Reading manager came in and got were unbeaten in 3 games. But we're up against a Luton Town side they've really dipped in form recently. Obviously, their old manager Nathan Jones was sacked from Stoke City at the weekend. Obviously, Graham Jones has done a fantastic job since coming in as Luton Town manager. Not to be biased, but the way Reading have been playing recently, I can see us coming away with a victory here. Like on Saturday, I don't think it will be an easy game because that was a tough game at Millwall. Don't think it would be an easy game. I think Reading will win this. It won't be comfortably, but I can see us winning this. I'm going to say 2-1 again. I think there will be goals in it. Luton Town as well. I think they got good players like Callum McManaman. They have a lot of players. McManaman obviously won the FA Cup with Wigan. They have a lot of good players. James Collins as well. You got a man you have to watch out for when he's on form. But for Reading, we got Sam Baldock, who's had 2 and 2. Hopefully, his form doesn't dip. He can come back on the scoring sheet. Mayte obviously came on the sub on Saturday, got injured with his lung after chasing down a goalkeeper. We got George Pushkash, who's scored at QPR, but it seems to be dipping again because he's a player that seems to score but just falls right down the hill after scoring a goal. But I'm hoping that we can get points. Hopefully we don't lose this game. But I see, because we need points here, because after the international break we have Leeds and Brentford away, so that's not going to be any tough fixtures. But I'm hoping to get 3 points. So I see us winning this game with 2-1. And then Sheffield Wednesday, they take on Swansea City. Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, who lost their last game at the weekend away to Blackburn 2-1 with an 88th and 90th minute winner to give Blackburn 3 points. They're up against the Swansea side, who you would expect to where they are now to be roughly where they are. Because last season they were appalling. I think they finished like 14th. Which you wouldn't expect from a Swansea City team. That badly. But Sheffield Wednesday, since Gary Monk's come in charge, because obviously Gary Monk took over Steve Bruce. Since Monk took in charge, Sheffield Wednesday have been on form. Obviously, yeah, they lost that game at Blackburn, which they didn't play extremely well. But Gary Monk is another good manager, I must say, in the Championship. And Swansea, they don't have the best away form in the league. Swansea, they don't have the best away form at all. They've got a better home form. I think Swansea have won like only four away games this season. They're against the Sheffield Wednesday side, who are really well at home. Obviously, they beat Reading on the opening day 3-1. But to take that all in perspective, I really think that Sheffield Wednesday could nick a point against Swansea. Especially Swansea being on the road, they play appallingly. I don't think there'll be goals in this game, to be honest. It'll be a scrappy affair. I think this game will end 0-0. Sheffield Wednesday and Swansea. And then we go to Wigan. They take on Brentford. And Wigan are going to really need points as well, being right at the bottom of the table. They're currently, 2 points above the relegation zone. And they need points. Especially going to Brentford, who haven't been easy to play against this season. Obviously, they lost at the weekend at Huddersfield, but they beat QPR 3-1. And obviously, I've seen Wigan play many times. Reading actually have Wigan coming up after the international break, the first game after the international break. And Paul Cook, must say, he's doing an extremely well job. You'd think of a team like Wigan, from coming down from the Premier League a few seasons back, Championship, then going back to League One, then back to the Championship, League One, back to the Championship. Last season we're battling relegation, but they survived luckily above a lot of Rotherham United. But that being said, they're against a Brentford side who aren't easy to play against. And with that being said, I do think Wigan won't. I don't think Wigan will get anything from this game. I think Brentford will take points, and I think Brentford will win by 2-0. And then obviously the last game of the weekend, Cardiff City, they take on Bristol City, which it's going to be a huge game in the Championship. Cardiff, who won at the weekend 4-2 against Birmingham. Bristol City, who drew 2-2 at Barnsley. I could see, to be fair, the way Bristol City played this season, only losing twice this season, I still think there's something for Bristol City to push for the playoffs. Because I wouldn't expect them to be around there. But Lee Johnson is a fantastic manager. Have to give him credit. Since coming in, he's done a fantastic job. I think he's the longest serving Championship manager now. 4, 5 seasons, something like that. But he's done a fantastic job. But after that blip against Barnsley, I don't think they're going to win this game against Cardiff. After seeing Cardiff play 4-2, yeah, might as well they had 2 penalties. But Cardiff played well. I don't see either team winning this game, but I can see it ending up as a draw. So I'm probably going to say it's going to finish 1-1 between Cardiff and Bristol City. To see whether this game, see if it can change the Championship. Like I said, I told you about the Championship table. Let me just go to it now. Yeah, so where is it? So from 1st to 15th. From 1st to 15th, there's only 3 points separating these two sides. You can see it here. West Brom there, obviously. Preston North End. Leeds. So there's only, from down to 15th, there's only 3 points separating these two sides. So it's been a close season so far in the Championship. Same at the bottom. Not that huge of a gap to separate Stoke and obviously even Blackburn. To be fair, 10 points separates them, but 10 points also separates Blackburn from the top of the Championship. So it's going to be a quite interesting season, I think. I think it'll be a quite interesting season to see how far this goes along. That's it for my video today. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, even comment down below. Comment down below what your predictions are for this weekend's games. If you have any ideas and thoughts and videos I should be doing, please let me know. Put them down in the comments below. But I'll have another video up coming recently soon. So thanks a lot, Oliver Wolf. Peace out.